Not seeing my videos in your subscription feed? Make sure you've clicked the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my newest uploads.
Hey, what's up people? Pizzal here, and I'm going to talk to you guys about Umbrella Entertainment's new Blu-ray release for 1999's Idle Hands. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this Blu-ray. Now, Idle Hands is a movie I've seen countless times. I've always found it highly entertaining. And it's also a movie that I don't hear very many people talking about, which I think is kind of a shame. Because Idle Hands, for me, feels like a late 80s, early 90s B horror comedy. It's not quite as sleazy, but tonally, it's there. It's a horror comedy. It's totally over the top. It doesn't take itself seriously for an instant, and it's just a whole lot of fun. The movie revolves around Anton, played by Devon Sawa in the film. He's this slacker stoner who just wants to spend all day sitting on the couch in his underwear, smoking weed, and one day he discovers that his hand kind of has a mind of its own in a very serious case of bloodlust. Now it's up to Anton and his two friends, played by Seth Green and Eldon Henson, and his love interest, played by Jessica Alba, to stop his evil hand from creating a vortex that will suck the entire world into hell. One of the things I love about Idle Hands is the performance of Devon Sawa. He is so dedicated to this role. He shows such a level of physicality in this role, and to be able to make it appear as if your own hand literally has a mind of its own, and to do that very believably as he does in this movie, is really, my hat is off to Devon Sawa. Amazing performance in this movie. And whatever happened to Devon Sawa? He was in this, he was in Final Destination, he was really good in SLC Punk, and haven't heard from Devon Sawa in forever. Where's Devon Sawa? But this movie has a great cast in it, just overall. Seth Green and Eldon Henson as Devon Sawa's undead best friends give great performances. They're hilarious. Jessica Alba is, of course, always very easy on the eyes. Jack Noseworthy and Vivica A. Fox give strong supporting performances. Speaking of people you never hear of anymore, whatever happened to Jack Noseworthy, too? I have no idea. This movie is also just completely over the top with the blood and the gore. You get insane kills in this movie, which is exactly what this kind of movie needs. This is just an all-around fun, highly entertaining kind of horror comedy that you can't take seriously for one moment. I mean, you can definitely see the influences of like The Evil Dead 2 in this movie. And like I said, it's got that kind of tone of the late 80s, early 90s B horror comedy. Not quite as sleazy. It's a little sleazy, but not quite as sleazy as those movies, but tonally, it's cut from the same cloth. I've always really enjoyed Idle Hands. If you've not seen Idle Hands, I highly recommend it. This Blu-ray from the folks over at Umbrella Entertainment would be a great way to introduce yourself to the movie. If you are a fan of Idle Hands, this Blu-ray would make a great addition to your Blu-ray collection. Just check out that cover art there. That new cover art I think is really cool. As you can see, we've got the evil hand there flipping us the bird while holding a bong. The sleeve is reversible, so if you like the original poster art instead, you can take out the sleeve, reverse it, and there you go. The picture quality and sound quality are both really good on this release. As far as extras are concerned, we've got a making of featurette from 1999. It's about 6 minutes in length. It contains on-set interviews with director Rodman Flender, actors Devon Sawa, Seth Green, Eldon Henson, Jessica Alba, Vivica A. Fox, and Jack Noseworthy. They all discuss their characters. They all discuss how much fun they're having making the movie, etc., etc. It's only 6 minutes in length, so there's not a whole lot there to sink your teeth into, but pretty nice little making of featurette nonetheless. We've got a deleted scene. It's actually an alternate ending to the movie with an introduction by Rodman Flender. He discusses how they went with a different ending because the original ending that they had for the film, which involved the school swimming pool turning into a gaping vortex to hell, just didn't quite fit in tonally with the rest of the movie, so they scrapped that for the ending that we have on the film now. But a pretty interesting ending, I think, nonetheless. I do see why it was scrapped. I agree with it being scrapped. I think the ending that we have now is the way that the movie should end. We have storyboard comparisons, we have a theatrical trailer, and we have an audio commentary. Now, I do believe this is an old audio commentary from the DVD release of the movie, but it's a pretty darn good and highly entertaining commentary nevertheless. It is with Rodman Flender, Seth Green, and Eldon Henson. They discuss shooting the film near where the original Halloween was filmed in Pasadena, California. Flender discusses the influence of Argento on the film as far as the color palette for the movie is concerned. They all praise Devon Sawa for his dedication to the role and his physicality playing Anton in this movie. This is a highly entertaining, informative commentary here. Flender tries to keep it somewhat serious and somewhat technical, but Seth Green and Eldon Henson are clearly having a fun time just watching the movie and reliving having made the movie, and they're cutting up and just having fun the whole time. A really highly entertaining, fun commentary. One of the most entertaining, fun commentaries that I've listened to in quite some time. This is a very nice Blu-ray release from the fine folks over at Umbrella Entertainment. If you're a fan of Idle Hands, definitely look in to picking up this Blu-ray. If you've never seen Idle Hands, I highly recommend it. And this Blu-ray would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. I'll put a link to Umbrella Entertainment's website down in the description. Go over and check them out. Please tell me your favorite horror comedies down in the comments section below. If you've seen Idle Hands, please let me know what you think of it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.